Stream of consciousness. Let it fly. It is what it is. Fuck YouTube. Free thought. Maybe talking some truth, maybe talking some shit. Opinions that matter, opinions that don't even fucking matter. Well, there's only one way to sum this up. This YouTube channel, it's whatever. And that's the way I like it. Don't be scared. Just fucking build. Depending on the situation, children have a blissful ignorance to the world. That's what makes them quote unquote clean slates. You can tell a kid anything and they'll believe it because they simply don't know anything to counter what you're saying to them. Again, depending on this situation, a normal child hasn't had any adult experience, no chances to build any kind of ego or sense of self. In a child's world, things are simple. What feels good, tastes good, is good. What feels bad and tastes bad, is bad. The people who take care of them are good, maybe the best people in the world. Those who hurt them easily become bad people in the eyes of a child. In a child's world, everything is looked upon with basic logic. There's no gray areas when it comes to what's good or bad. Gray areas, situations that make them think about what's really right or wrong, moral dilemmas. That's just adult shit that children are unfortunately drawn into by the adults around them. You know, I look at my son, all he has is 9 years. And as much as he has learned in that time in regards to society, he still hasn't put it to real world use. Not yet. You see, he has the knowledge, but he isn't wise because he has yet to really learn when and how to use the knowledge that he has. He knows what a stranger is and knows that some predators are nice people, but that's been taught, not experienced. He hasn't had to use life-saving judgment, discernment. Clean slates, they call children. That's because they don't know. They run, play, because in the right situation, they have no other cares, no other concerns. They have no information that weighs heavy on their minds. You see, children, they believe in everything. The world is magical, mystical. These beliefs come from what they see on TV or fanciful books designed to teach lessons of morality. The children love the fantasy more than the message. Why? Because fantasy is more interesting. Because in their minds, fantasy could be real. After all, who has told them that a man flying is impossible? Who has told them other realms don't exist? Who has told them that the boogeyman isn't real? It all boils down to information. Information. It changes the child. The more information they get, the clean slate that was their brains and memory, well, it begins to store this information. This information affects the mind, the spirit of the child. How the child perceives the world changes with this information. You see, what was once fanciful becomes childish and laughable, even stupid. What was scary before is no longer. Depending on the situation they grow up in, children grow fast, sometimes too fast for their bodies to catch up. Now, city kids are quicker, fast to speak, fast mentally, while suburban kids or country kids, they're more calm and cool. Not everything is a rush. They don't have to grow up in the hustle and bustle that's cities like New York, where I come from. In either case, these behaviors, the calmness and the coolness, or even the fast talking, these behaviors are learned by the children. They don't come out of the womb like that, not at all. They're clean slates when they come out. See, here's the funny thing. No matter how much you have been through, no matter how much you think you know, you're still learning, which means that you're still ignorant to things that's out there. You can be a great scholar and intellectual, but if you have no survival training, well, if you find yourself in the middle of the woods, far away from any humans, surrounded by nature, you're right back to being a child. Every animal noise that you'll hear out there in the woods is a boogeyman. The darkness of the night becomes something to fear. You have no food, no shelter. What's worse, you have no knowledge of how to acquire either one. You'll begin to lose hope, just like a child who loses his parents in a crowd. You're an adult, but you forgot one of the great teachers of this reality we all live in, and that is, big things have small beginnings. And humans are no different. The greatest adult was once a child, and that child, under the proper circumstances, can be accessed again through the adult. People, you have a choice. You can choose to protect the adult you are and the child that's inside of you by vetting, showing discernment to the information that you're getting each and every day on your phones. Or you can continue to simply leave your eyes wide open like a child who knows nothing. This child is open to everything, love and kindness, but also pain and hate. This child is open to joy, but will also know what misery is. Who will protect the child in each one of us? The answer is the adult you. Only you know what your inner child has gone through, good upbringing or bad, and only the adult you should care enough to protect your inner child from things, information that would harm your core, information that would damage your inner child. That's why I say when you run into adults who don't care about themselves, you're looking at lost children. These adults have lost something vital because every child is born with a sense of self-preservation. Every child will react to pain with a yell or a holler. But when the adult somehow forgets that truth of existence, when the adult no longer cares whether they live or die, then they've been compromised to their core in a very real way. I wonder what information did this adult receive in life to become this way? What experience, what real-world exchange of physical information did this adult receive? It never goes away, folks. You're always learning, which means the child in you can still be touched inappropriately. So try to remember, before the adult, the big human that's full of experiences and information, there was a child that knew next to nothing. And this child believed in everything. There were no gray areas. What hurt others or hurt them was wrong. What was good was joy and care and sweets. You see, I think in a balanced and self-aware human, not only do you realize that you've much to learn, the self-aware and balanced human also realizes that the child in you, the child that is you, is still alive, not lost. And the child inside knows that the adult you will protect them. Thus, the balanced and self-aware human knows a lasting love because the love is of self. Now consider how many people you've heard about and read about that confess that they have no self-love. And you'll see how many lost children are walking these streets in the disguise of adults. Watch your sources of information, people. Remember, children see everything and they have long memories. That's why the adults can dig up these memories, even when they don't want to. What has been seen or experienced cannot be unseen or undone. That is the truth of this existence. Information. Good parents say, children don't need to know everything. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm an old school adult in an age of information, and I've got knowledge for all of you. You ready for it? Adults don't need to know everything, just like the child inside of you didn't. As an adult, a responsible one, you know what you need to know. Everything else, idle chit-chat, dumb news, detailing murders and politics and the lives of celebrities who don't even know your name, what's the point of that information exactly? Ask yourself, is the adult entertained or just drained? You tell me, but I already know. So vet your information, children. Protect yourselves from harm. Because in truth, the moment you were born is when you belong to the world. And your mother and your father can't protect you 24/7. They never could, no matter how hard they tried. It's on you to learn from them and protect yourself till the day you leave this earth. I hope you adults understand what I'm saying. Take care. Hey, if you guys made it to the end of that video, listen, I'm giving away free copies of my new graphic novel, Isis Omega. Drop me an email at tyrfree92973@gmail. Provide a name and an address and I'll send you out a copy. You can also purchase the book on my website at tyrfree.com for desktop and laptop only, and tyrmobile.com for cell phones only. People, your support means the world. Think about that. because that's the truth. And it doesn't just apply to me. Peace.